So you talk about basically prevention, putting more emphasis on that. Why don't we hear so much about that? Why isn't there so much emphasis on that instead of finding, like you said, the one cure?
Right.
Why don't we avoid getting it in the first place?
Well, obviously, I'm on a mission to tell people they don't have to get depressed and mentally ill and get cancer and get heart attacks and strokes, because nutrition has the ability to free us from those tragedies and have us have a happy, long, healthy life. And that's what this is all about. So you're right. Prevention is where medicine should be. That's the primary role of physicians in the health profession, should be prevent these diseases in the first place. What good is putting up, what good is having the best ambulances to pick up people after they drove over a cliff with no railing on top? And they just drove off, the highway was going, people drove off the end of the highway where the bridge was out, they landed at the bottom, and they have the ambulances to pick them up with the best medical care. Why don't we just put up a railing there so let us sign, people know not to drive over the cliff? The point is, people have to be properly informed. But I'm saying something that's more than just preventative. I'm saying something else. I'm saying a diet style that's been designed to maximally extend human lifespan, that prevents heart attacks and strokes and cancers, also is therapeutically effective for preventing and reversing disease. In other words, when you have diabetes, you can become non-diabetic. The same diet style that enabled you to live longer and not have a heart attack, when applied to people who have a disease like high blood pressure or diabetes, can reverse it to people who become non-diabetic. When you apply that same diet style to a person with autoimmune condition, like rheumatoid arthritis or ulcerative colitis or psoriasis, it goes away. When you apply that same diet style to diseases like high blood pressure or headaches or fibromyalgia or other inflammatory diseases, the point is that nutritional excellence is therapeutically effective as a medical modality. It should be in every doctor's toolbox, and it's not. So it's not just preventative, it's also 100 times more therapeutic when utilized to reverse disease. And it sets people free. You're not just treating your diabetes, you're getting rid of it so the person's becoming non-diabetic. And for a type 1 diabetic, who still has to take insulin, their requirements for insulin drop by about 2/3. And the increased morbidity and mortality from type 1 diabetics, in other words, type 1 diabetics get leg amputations, kidney problems, increased risk of blindness, they have early life heart attacks, their aging accelerates, and they have a very poor morbidity and mortality rates. And I'm saying that type 1 diabetics can live a long, healthy life, the same as everybody else, to 100 years old, if they don't use excessive amounts of insulin. And when they adopt what I call a nutritarian diet, their insulin needs drop precipitously. They don't age, have these diseases happen to them, because excess insulin promotes atherosclerosis, and excess insulin promotes weight gain, and excess insulin promotes cancer. And the excess insulin, so what I'm saying is conventional care by conventional endocrinologists and diabetologists for type 1 diabetics should be considered malpractice. It's all medicine-based, and it really should be lifestyle-based. And of course, they still need some insulin, but the whole way we do things in this country is backwards and barbaric and leads to medical tragedies and horrible outcomes.